Are you ready to mock?
Welcome to Mock of Love,
A weekly podcast providing commentary on VH1's golden age of celebrity reality dating shows. I'm Andy.
and I'm Ashley. Andy, will we be doing any research on these shows?
Almost none.
Will it be kid-friendly?
Fuck no.
Will it be bitchy and hilarious?
Absolutely.
Step into our playhouse and mock our world.
This is Mock of Love.
We go back now to Southern California, where a VH1 bus crashed just a short while ago, spilling more than 2,000 pounds of slut onto Interstate 5 near Palmdale. The bus was transporting contestants for the new VH1 reality series, The Road to Knoxville, in which 18 scantily clad young women vie for the heart of divorced stuntman Johnny Knoxville. Officials there are struggling to control the spread of slut, which has already polluted the roadway and is spreading now down a hillside into residential areas.
Ashley, we're back. Episode 8.
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. How
Good.
are you doing?
I'm doing good. I need that mic like in your shit.
Oh, whoa.
Up in your shit.
Okay.
I know, aggressive. But it's important. We missed a week.
We did. I'm so sorry. Once again, I will take the fall.
You will? I don't know if it was just you. I feel like we were equally kind of
That's a good point.
kind of pooped.
But Andy was like, I will do this. We can do it. And I was like,
I don't want to.
We should not, because we both were exhausted.
I believe in our ability to bring humor and creativity and levity to this country, even when we're tired.
We're very important.
We are, and we are talented. And I had therapy today.
Oh.
So that's where all this is coming from.
Oh, okay.
If you were curious.
I know, because I did not feel that way. I was like, I don't have anything to give anyone.
We are bad at
This
stuff.
is going to be bad.
Everything about us is bad.
Yeah.
Life is bad.
Yeah. So we took a week off. We both did some really fun stuff, though.
Yeah. You had a bachelorette party.
I did. I went to New Orleans for my friend Marissa's bachelorette party.
Okay.
Shout out
Wait.
Marissa and Justin.
Oh, whoa. Doxing. Okay. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
I'm fucking with you.
Yeah, they're getting married in December. I'm very excited for them.
It's very exciting.
And yeah, we had a good time in New Orleans. It's a really cool city. We ate really good food. We stayed out way too late. We danced.
Oh my gosh.
We did a tarot card reading. We did a jazz brunch.
You were drinking and dancing and cavorting with the devil and summoning demons.
Yeah, it was wonderful.
I was in Vegas.
Yeah, we did our own kind of like separate little.
Yeah.
I did a girls trip. He did a little boys trip.
Little boys trip. It was literally me and one boy. It was Kyle. Kyle, hope you're doing good this week. And it was great. We went to the Best Friends Forever Fest and listened to a bunch of old emo bands make us feel young again, and it whooped ass. It was really fun. It was hot. I don't know if I care for Vegas as a city, but this does prompt something. The festival was over off Fremont Street, like old Vegas, East Vegas, right? And as I'm walking down Fremont Street, videotaping Fremont Street for my first time there, kind of taking in the new Fremont Street experience that they've created, what are my ears assaulted with, Ashley? What am I walking into? What happens?
It was poison, right?
It was poison out of fucking nowhere. The entire Fremont Street experience area was saying, "Hi, Andy. Would you like to hear Bret Michaels sing to you on your day off?"
So funny.
And not only that, so last Friday,
It follows you.
It fucking does. So I was at the gym, and I walk into the gym, and same song, Nothing But a Good Time, was playing when I walked in to the gym. Different part of town, not my usual gym. And I'm like, are you kidding me?
I mean, that song kind of slaps.
I don't, what's going on? Ashley, are you feeling okay?
What? What's wrong with me?
Something is different. Something different.
Must be wrong with me.
I also we have so much to cover. We might run long today, listener.
We're gonna try not to.
Yeah, but
there's only so much of us you guys can take.
One of the things that we talked about last episode is I wanted to talk to you. I wanted to plumb your mind about fame games, about surreal life fame games.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, so we talked last time, you watched that to try and track down, was Heather actually trying to bang Vanilla Ice?
Yes. Is Heather a starfucker?
Yeah.
This was the question.
And the results of that were...
inconclusive.
Yep. And so, but having watched that show, how did you feel?
Well, we talked about this a little bit last time. Like, it did not feel good. No, it really felt like, okay, so like on this episode, it was called Dial M for money, something like that. And these, like, you know, D-list celebrities had to
give us some names.
Okay, so Ron Jeremy, Vern Troyer,
better known as Mini-Me.
I've told you my story.
You don't need to retell it. Ashley's smirking. We might get into this another time, but I don't think she wants to share.
This is for another day, another episode, but it is the best
story. Anyway.
And
Ice.
Vanilla Ice was definitely on it, right?
I was a little bummed. You know who I was bummed about being on there?
Who?
Peppa.
Oh, yeah.
Peppa of
Salt and Peppa.
Yeah. I had the biggest crush on Peppa when I was a little kid.
Cute.
And so I'm like, Peppa, you don't need to do surreal life fame games. Stop it.
And then there were like a couple people I didn't really know.
Yeah, there was. And so the goal of this episode in China, Joni Lore. And one of the things that's sad about it right off the bat, the host is Robin Leach. Pretty sure he's dead.
Yeah, as soon as he started talking,
it's like, that's
I was
Robin
like, oh my God, it's Robin Leach.
As in champagne dreams and caviar. Wait, what is it?
Champagne kisses and
wishes.
Wishes,
and
that's
caviar
it. Yeah.
dreams. Yeah.
Caviar dreams.
You know the guy.
Yeah.
And then like so many of these people are dead. That was one thing that occurred to me, is like so many of them are dead. I think Ron Jeremy's dead.
Yeah.
Joni Lore is dead.
Yeah.
Vern Troyer is dead.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Robin Leach is dead.
Oh God.
I know. So like you're seeing people kind of that don't have a whole lot of time left, and they're dialing people and they are the people they are dialing, they're being judged based on how famous the person you're dialing is.
So it's like, what is the most famous person that will answer your call?
Correct. And that's
basically the challenge.
Yeah. And who is the
like,
judge of the challenge?
It's like testing their fame level, or I don't know.
It was kind of gross.
Yeah.
And the judge was Kennedy.
That's right.
MTVJ Kennedy, who is now a fucking Fox News dipshit.
Ew.
Like, how the mighty have fallen. That's what the show should be called.
Yeah.
So what I want to do, and I wish I had the time to do it in this week off that we had, is I want to take the scene where Vanilla Ice is exploding at Kennedy for denigrating the quality of the fame of people he called, and overlay that with the Laura Palmer theme from Twin Peaks. Because it is bleak shit. It is like depressing to watch.
Yeah.
And that music would just...
That's perfect.
I think it would really put a bow on it. And so that's one thing I wanted to touch on at the top.
Yeah.
It's very important.
I remember
stuff.
you left that there at the bottom last time. So,
I wanted to make sure we touched base. Yeah. Do you mind? Do you have anything, or can I give you a little ditty?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
do it.
DITTY. Not. Oh boy, got to be careful with that one now, don't we? So, I actually had to plug my electric in, which is probably a gift to the listeners somewhat, because the quality will be improved.
It's gonna be better.
Yeah, it comes through better, but not that anybody's listening to these for quality. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Please let me be all big and green. I've got a swampy pad and a friend donkey. Please let me eat some shrubs and bugs. I've got weird little horns. I take baths in mud. Please let me be your Shrek that fucks. Shrek that fucks.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
I messed it up.
I know you saw where it was going, but I had to throw in a little loop-de-loo.
I like it.
Not just a Shrek of love, a Shrek that fucks. It's what everybody wants this Halloween. It's the costume that's taking the nation by storm. Shrek that fucks. What'd you think?
I thought it was wonderful.
I appreciate it. Thank you for putting that back.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Oh, that was harder than it should have been.
It's heavy, right?
Yes.
It is so hard to hold a guitar. Ashley, we're on episode 8 of Rock of Love.
We are.
Season 1.
We are.
What is this episode called?
Superfan Challenge.
All right. Why?
Because basically these 3 superfans, I guess, of Poison and Bret Michaels decide to come into the house. I mean, I guess
They're
just
invited.
They're groupies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna go ahead and assume some things about the nature of a Bret Michaels super
I'm like,
fan.
who are these girls? And if they're so great, why isn't he dating any of them?
Yeah.
Why is he on the show? What's happening?
Bret Michaels, how did you get here? It's episode 8 and we're wondering why you're still here.
Yeah. These girls could be girls on Rock of Love.
You know, Tiffany, episode 1, she was on to something when she said Brett's going home. I'm not going home.
Brett's going home.
So we are down to the Fab 5, which fortunately we weren't pummeled with I don't need to make a super cut of Bret Michaels saying Fab 5 this episode.
Yes, but that is what he calls them. He has a number thing later that we'll get to.
Oh, it's not fuckable 4?
No.
Okay.
It should be.
It should be. I'm telling you, it's better. So yeah, this episode, the girls wake up in the morning. They're always tired, very tired in the morning.
They're making their breakfast.
And they're finding out that that Bret is inviting these super fans, these people that have listened to Bret Michaels and Poison.
Wait, can I throw in something first?
Please do.
Well, like the episode starts with Jess just absolutely shit talking in the cutest way. Like she shit talks Lacey,
and
she
Heather.
shit talks Heather,
Yeah.
and she just throws these like jokes down. Anyway, it's like she's finally getting her personality.
She's
Getting her moment on this show.
She's like feeling like, oh, I think I'm comfortable.
Yeah. She's like, I gotta watch my back for the conniving bitches. Lacey. She's like calling her out.
In case you couldn't read between the lines, let me state it clearly. Lacey.
And then when the super fan thing gets announced, she's like, I bet there are a bunch of big haired 80 girls that look like Heather.
Yeah.
Ew. She actually says ew.
Yeah. And then Heather, funnily enough, believes that they'll all be really cool
Hot girls.
which is amazing.
I know.
It's so good.
Made me laugh. Yeah.
I was like, this is incredible.
Jess says they will be girls like Heather.
And Heather's like, they're going to be the coolest chicks you'll ever meet. I can't wait.
Yeah, exactly. I caught that too.
Oh my God. And it's true. Like as you, the listener, and as Ashley and I know, we all have an image of what a Bret Michaels fan looks like. Yeah. And it's identical. We all see the same person in our head.
But they end up like being pretty cute girls.
Yeah, they do. But, but everybody's got the same image. Before they show up.
This is like who it's going to be. It's going to be a girl with her hair teased up.
Yes. But Jess is stoked about the superfans actually because somebody, as we learned from Evo, she likes having a third party that will help narc on Lacey.
Oh, yeah.
She's kind of stoked. She's like, somebody else can see this shit that I deal with.
It's actually really smart because then she's not really the one directly shit talking. Yeah. It's like she kind of gets other people on board to do her dirty work for her.
I'm not just
and
gaming
she looks
you.
like the nice girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like strategy. It's like straight up, no, this girl sucks.
Yeah.
And now, so Bret is now introducing these quote unquote girls I have known a long time.
Yes.
I have those letters starting with those words starting with capital letters.
Known biblically.
Yeah. That is something you say with a wink and a nod.
There's Amy, there's Kai, and there's Allison.
And Kai is short for Kylissa. I think it's important to say the whole thing.
Yeah, like what is this name? I mean, it's kind of cute, but I've never heard Kylissa before.
There's never been a Kylissa. And so Sam's intimidated by their hotness. Brandi thinks they're bitches. Jess thinks they're sluts. It's incredible television, guys.
Brandi M goes, bitch, bitch, bitch.
This is what was missing. And this is, I think, we get 8 episodes in and things like the last episode, the episode before, they were a little slower for us, right?
Yeah.
And there was like less to talk about. And it's you you go through those American Idols, you go through those Love is Blind, and as people are getting eliminated, as people are no longer being dramatic and messy, it gets a little boring. You're relying on your host to carry.
Yeah.
And either your host can carry it or he's Bret Michaels. And so what we needed...
I think maybe the diabetes was getting to him for a couple
You
episodes.
Think? Oh,
yeah.
You really do?
I really do.
Was that occurring to you at the time? Because
the whole like family dinner thing.
Yeah.
Like stuff like that, where I'm like, oh, they were like very carefully planning like to make sure he eats.
Even if it's late at night.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Anyway.
That's a good point. But
so I think maybe he like wasn't feeling good for a couple episodes, but baby, is he back in this episode?
It is a good episode. And I think it's because we've got new blood.
Yeah.
We've got messy girls talking to messy girls. And so we're so back, baby.
Yeah. Yeah, that was important because we kind of brought up earlier, like some of the fun people are gone. So they needed to like bring in a new element.
I miss my Dallas.
Yeah.
I miss my rodeo.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, so the superfans are conferring inside. We don't know what they're doing, but they send the other girls outside.
It's like cold and rainy, and everyone has to wait outside while they bring each girl into like this black interrogation room with like a big spotlight on their face.
Black curtains all around them, black carpet, and a giant spotlight just in your face and above your head, which is Ashley, you're gonna see this now because you missed it on the first go round.
So Brandi M's the first one that gets interrogated, and she keeps like mentioning in her little asides or interviews that like her freaking bobby pins are burning the shit out of her head. She's like, I can't focus. It burns.
If you've ever,
but they're not saying anything about it out loud in the interrogation. She's just like behind the scenes saying,
"Oh no! The superfans call it out,
but later
they whisper. No, they whisper. They're going to whisper right now. Her hair is smoking.
Oh my god!
And then you're going to see the hair smoking. It's really crazy.
Oh my god!
And I was like, I don't see her hair smoking. And then they pull back and they just show it smoking. And I gotta say, hey, producers, fucking step in.
Oh my god, it is.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's on fire, dude. It is cut.
Oh, it's about to catch. Oh, no wonder. I bet she actually has a burn on her scalp. Then they whisper,
I think her hair is smoking.
Oh my god. Like, it's probably like the bobby pin and the product and all of it together.
Oh, it's smoking a lot.
It's burning off product. That's what's happening.
Could be. But
yeah.
I don't know if you've ever been on set or like around like a Hollywood production and been near the lights.
Yeah.
Brutal.
They're like, so hot. That's why people are like always sweating.
They will fuck you up, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
And so the fact that she was allowed to stand under a light that close to her scalp for that long, I'm kind of like, girls, you need a union. You need a union yesterday. This is fucked up.
This is so messed up.
So they interrogate her. That's also happening, right?
Yeah. And it's, I mean, I got to be honest, she doesn't do the best job. Like, she seems nervous.
Yeah.
She's kind of just giving these like short one-word answers. Just like, yes, no, I don't know. It's like a little awkward, you know, and the girls don't particularly like her. I wrote down she's giving pageant answers.
Yeah. And I think the girls thought that too. They're like, well, you got answers for everything. Perfect little answers with a bow on them.
They think she's just, fake.
Yeah, just saying what they want to hear.
Right.
And so they send her away. Mm-hmm. Well, Brandi thinks they're bitches. And now we're on to Sam.
Oh my gosh, poor Sam.
And they're trying to figure out how she connects with Bret because she's a baby.
Yeah.
And she says that her and Bret connect emotionally, but she is also very open about being insecure with the other girls in the house.
Yeah.
And then what do they do, Ash?
Well, first of all, can we talk about one of the questions that they ask her? They say, as a rock star's girlfriend, you can't disappoint him in bed. Show us your best fake orgasm.
That's what I wanted you to.
That's what you were
going
for.
I'm like, what do they ask her to do?
Okay, so let's just break this down. Can we just?
Yeah, no.
Can we?
I think there's a lot to unpack.
Okay, as a rock star's girlfriend, you can't disappoint him in bed. Like, fuck you. You know what I mean? Like, no. And then they ask her to show a fake orgasm, which to me implies that Bret is bad in bed, and you will be needing to fake orgasms with him.
Otherwise, you are the disappointment.
You are the problem.
Because he is bad in bed.
Oh my God.
No, I love it.
this question.
Yeah, no.
I was like, that was so girl coded.
Yeah.
Every part of that question was girl coded.
And it's very like, I don't know. I think about a lot of just love songs in general and like rock songs, and they are almost always, you know, in some way accusatory from the writer's perspective. And it's like, this is, I like to go back to You've Lost That Lovin' Feeling. It's like, it's not my problems as a lover that are the reason that everything's fault. You have lost that loving feeling.
It's your fault.
It's your fault, bitch. You know, and it's like, it's so like, well, maybe you got issues too, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, can we talk about it?
Oh my God.
Anyway, that is pretty wild.
So Sam would not do a fake orgasm for them.
Good for
She's
her.
like, this is embarrassing. I'm not going to do this. They think she has a confidence problem.
They ask her if she's emotionally stable. Do you see a therapist? It's worse than a job interview. It's literally like police interrogation.
Don't you think they got a heads up about the Prozac
Oh,
and the
probably.
bullshit Bret crazy comments? Because they directly, and I guess to be fair, they ask Lacey these questions too. They don't ask the other girls these questions, but they say, you seem kind of out of it. Are you emotionally stable?
Yeah.
Do you see a therapist?
Yeah. It's pretty fucked.
You look like you're going to break down. And to be fair, she does.
She does.
She leaves the interrogation.
It was pretty
It
abusive.
really was.
Yeah.
I just felt so bad for her. And like, I think everyone's personality is a little different. Like, I think they were doing this to other girls too. And some girls can just like put a shield up.
Stomach it.
You know, and she's just a sensitive, sweet girl.
Yeah.
And just, I almost feel like I would be the same way.
Right.
I would really
Let me go ahead and second that.
Andy knows. Like, I would leave that interrogation and cry.
I know my girlfriend, mean girl shit. Oh. You do not enjoy.
It's so hurtful.
Yeah. You hate you some mean girls.
Yeah, I actually kind of related with Sam.
Yeah.
And that like leaving and just crying and being like, oh my God, that was awful. They were attacking me. It's like, oh.
And so she goes out, she hugs Brandi, and she has a beer. And I'm like, fuck yeah, dude, I get it.
But she also says she wants to leave.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, she's like, I want to leave.
Yeah. Jess is up.
Okay.
And they start. Go ahead. Do you want to take this?
Well, they start with like poison questions.
Yeah.
And she doesn't know the answers to them.
Yep.
Which, like, again, we've kind of talked about this before. Like, should they be super fans?
Yeah,
These girls,
exactly.
or maybe like the whole point is
right.
They're not.
Ashley doesn't know the names of the members in my band. It's a little hurtful, but
no,
you know,
I do.
That's not why I'm with you.
I just mess up the name of your old band.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah.
Is it causing problems or trouble?
That was it.
Problems?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know why I can't get that straight in my head.
It's not important.
It is important to me.
Not. But they ask like, who's the drummer in Poison? She's like, I don't fucking know. She can't name any of the members. And then they say, we assume those are your real boobs.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
They ask about her lips, which she does get injected, which honestly, like for this time, that was pretty
progressive.
Yeah, like that wasn't happening a lot back then. But her lips look great. Whoever did them did a good job.
I've always thought she has great lips, and I didn't know that they mentioned injections. Yeah. I'm like, that tracks.
That explains, yeah. Yeah. And then they're like, we assume you didn't pay for your boobs.
Yeah.
Then.
And then it cuts away to her talking, and she's like, why would I pay for boobs this small? Yeah, obviously.
She has a sense of humor.
Yeah, she does. And then they ask her to make out with Kylissa.
They do. And she's just like, yeah. Okay, but behind the scenes, she's like, I really did not want to make out with a girl. But
on camera.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's why I'm kind of like, hey, again, where's the intimacy coordinator? Yeah. You're just all of a sudden being propositioned to make out. She does a great job.
She does.
From the appearance, she's really bought into the makeout.
Yeah.
But it still sucks.
I know.
It's pretty coerced.
It feels pretty crappy, actually.
Yeah. And they tell Jess that she was Grace under pressure.
Yeah, and a lip biter.
And I assume the producers have told Superfans Jess needs to win.
Yeah, at this point, maybe that was the Reddit thing that
That's
I've been talking.
Yeah, fed to them like, hey, by the way,
she's the one.
Yep.
She's going to be the one to make it.
She's going to be the one.
Yeah.
Heather is up next.
Yeah.
And obviously, they ask her, what do you do for a living?
I mean, they asked Brandi M too, to be fair, but yeah, Heather's freaking over it. She's like, why do they keep bringing this up? It's embarrassing.
Heather is a stripper, a dancer. In case,
and then one of their
forgot.
questions is like, do you think Bret would settle for a stripper? I'm like, ooh, damn.
Ooh. She says, though, one thing that bothered me, Heather like does a talking head and goes, why are we all getting judged here? And I'm like, that's the whole show, dude. That is the exact point
literally
of
what
the
this show is
What do
for.
you mean? Why are we getting judged here? That's the whole thing.
And then they ask her, do you care if any of us have slept with Bret? Which, like, I feel like the first time we were watching this recently, we both were like, what are the odds that he's hooked up with, like,
and
all
now we're
three
like
of them?
150%.
100%. Yeah. These are definitely girls that he has been in the sack with.
When he cruises through Des Moines, he calls Kai. When he cruises through Wichita, he's calling Amy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Heather wouldn't care.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, I would have slept with you guys. You guys are hot.
Yeah, and that buys her some points.
And it really does. I wrote down flattery wins.
Yeah, same. Superfans can be bought.
Yeah. They're all smiling.
So Lacey's up. Saving the best for last.
Saving the best for last. They make her sing Every Rose Has Its Thorn. Well, they tell her to sing a Poison song or a Bret Michaels song.
Yeah, and she does. We're going to go ahead and drop that here.
Yes, please.
Sure. Every rose has its thorn, just like every cowboy sings a sad, sad song.
And they laugh at her performance of Every Rose Has Its Thorn. Ashley, I want you to hit me with your Every Rose Has Its Thorn. I want you to give me a couple bars. Give it to me.
Every rose has its thorn.
Amazing. I have a tear. That was really good.
Yeah, right.
That was great. No, that was fucking. You know this song better than you think. Way better than Lacey's. Audience, leave comments. Tell Ashley.
Oh God, this is horrifying.
You know how people always love to be heard singing on like big streaming platforms.
Right,
yeah,
right.
it's great. So
They did not like Lacey.
No.
By the way, they also asked her if she's stable. And do you see a therapist? Yes. Are you on medication? Yes.
and then the editors took some liberties to put in some moments of instability for Lacey.
Yes.
As Lacey's sitting there trying to defend her stability, the editors are like, let's wind back the clock.
But you know what it reminded me of?
What?
How, like, out of nowhere last week, you know, it was either last week or the week before, I was talking about how we got so upset about Bret calling Sam crazy, but we keep calling Lacey crazy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is a girl who just told us
She's medicated.
she's medicated.
Yeah.
She, you know, and now I'm feeling, even though she's maybe we just don't need to use the word crazy. She's just a bad person.
She's a bad person.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and maybe crazy isn't a factor in being a bad
Right.
person.
Exactly.
Right. We just do not like you.
Yeah.
We don't care for you one
That's
bit.
what it made me think of. I'm like, oh, she really does have issues. Anyway,
Superfans ultimately determined that there's nothing real about her.
her. Yeah.
Yeah. I think,
And then Lacey goes outside and she thought she slayed.
yeah.
She's like, I'm really good at high pressure situations.
And it's like she's trying not to cry.
And meanwhile, the girls are like, oh my God, she's scary.
Yeah. And then we do get a what's going on alert. Did you notice that, babe? Did you hear the what's
Sorry,
going
I just
on?
took a sip of wine.
Sorry, I should save that when you're not drinking things.
No, I missed it.
It's the second what's going on, and I'm like, Brett, do you have a catchphrase, Bret
when
Michaels?
did you say this?
He said it before when he came home and the dirty pictures of Brandi and Heather were on his door. He's like, "What's going on?"
When did he say it in this episode?
He says it. I will tell you at the 17:25 mark. I'll go ahead and punch it in here.
What's going on?
And so, do we think he's trying to make a catchphrase? Do we?
No.
Is it racially coded? Is there like an accent he's trying to do?
Doofus.
It's so bad.
He said moi.
Yeah.
You know?
Brenda
He just says cringy things.
didn't Brenda post that meme that says like guys that look like this have 100% chance of saying, "Oh, what's going on?"
Yeah, I think she did. That was so
It's one of my favorites.
It's so good.
We did have to let Brenda go, though. Turns out she is a sex pest.
Oh.
I know. So, Deborah, welcome aboard. We'd like to welcome Deborah to the team. Yeah, I meant to tell you. What's that?
Deborah's in now?
Deborah's the new Brenda.
Oh, okay.
I thought you should know.
I mean,
I forgot to tell you.
I thought we were co-equals in this podcast.
I do a lot of administrative stuff, babe.
That's
you
actually true.
You have like a big law firm job.
That is, yeah, okay. Okay, you do more.
You got your kick-ass law firm career. I got this big fucking box of crayons, son.
Andy does put a lot more work into the podcast than me. Thank you, baby.
Yeah, no sweat.
I love you.
Anyway, goodbye to Sex Pest Brenda. Where are we going? Okay, so Bret is consulting, unless you want to, is there something, but he's consulting with the Superfans.
Oh, yeah, he's starting to talk to them. Like, Sam's kind of, like losing it a little bit. She's like, I'm not going to give anybody the pleasure of speaking with me if they don't deserve it.
Yeah.
So this is after interrogations are over. The Superfans come out to mingle with the girls, and that's kind of what Sam says. She's like, I'm not going to give anyone the pleasure of speaking with me. And she kind of like retreats up to the bedroom.
Yeah.
You know?
And I think
Jess
that might have been
thinks
the
they're
whistle
all
going
cool.
on.
Oh. I just threw my pen across her. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
And so Bret asks the girls to go talk to Sam for him while he consults with the Superfans.
Yeah.
The Superfans straight up go, Lacey is bad for you. And he's like, well, you know, the thing he does, the hemming and hawing with the Lacey that he does every fucking week.
Yeah, he says, I dig her. It's like, it's so weird.
So Sam is packing in a room and he kind of digs Lacey. Come on, man.
Yeah. It just doesn't make sense.
No. They rate Jess and Heather as the top two, as the most honest and upfront. Mm-hmm. So who does the date go to?
The date goes to drumroll. Can you do a...
I can edit one, or I can just do this.
It goes to Heather.
Heather
gets the date.
And then she does a superstar. She totally goes Molly Shannon. She does a cartwheel with Jess.
It was actually kind of cute.
It was pretty cute. Even though her outfit is very...
it's so early 2000s.
It's Bobo
like,
Britney Spears.
Yeah, it's like pink cargo camo pants with like a belt and like a crop top.
The most cropped top.
And like a do-rag, a pink do-rag.
Yeah. What do you think? I mean, like... she's wearing the bandana to match her man, I suppose. But so they're going on this date, and as soon as they get in the limo, he's like, what I want you to do is get that tattoo that you were talking about. Because it got brought up earlier that she was willing to get Bret tattooed on her, but they were tipsy. He's like, let's save it for another night.
Yeah. When they were like at the geisha house.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You can't say that, Ashley.
Oh, sorry.
I know. I'll censor it for you.
Sorry.
It feels bad. I don't know if maybe you can say it. It just feels bad to hear it.
Something feels wrong.
It feels for
so she's actually going to follow through with the shit. Oh
my God.
And I have to say, this brought up like very vivid memories for me of when this originally aired. And I was watching it with like my roommates, my friends, whatever. And this episode happened and we were all just like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
That is how far the show has gone. This woman is going to get Bret tattooed on her neck for the rest of her life.
Because she has been on a reality show for a week. And
it's her first tattoo, by the way. So if anyone out there is like, oh, whatever. No. Like, this is, first of all, kind of a different time. People did not have as many tattoos. It was a little more...
Right.
I don't know. It was like a different kind of decision than it maybe is now. But also, she wasn't even under those standards. She wasn't a tattoo person.
No, it's her first tattoo.
It is her first tattoo. Yeah,
and it's banana. It really shows to Goya the depths of depravity that VH1 was getting at. And I am going to patch in, if you were listening at the beginning of the episode, Ashley, you don't know this, but we're going to have a little clip of the Onion's VH1 bus spill causes a toxic slut spill.
That was freaking funny.
Yeah, we'll have that at the top.
Okay.
Not the whole thing because I don't want to rip them off. Go visit theonion.com if you want to see the rest of it, or our Instagram. So, She is going to get that tattoo. Meanwhile, back at the Hall of Justice.
Back at the house. Jess is kind of chatting it up with the superfans
who are left behind as spies.
Really making a good impression. Yeah. She's like become buddies with these girls. And so she is again cluing them in about how crazy Lacey is.
Yeah.
And they're on board. They're like, yeah, Lacey sounds like a psycho. None of the girls have had anything good to say about her. Wait, I used the word psycho again. Oh well.
You said crazy was the one we're avoiding.
Okay. I love it. Technicality, semantics. I'll go with it.
I can what if I went through, I know it's going to take so long to find every instance of crazy and then edit in normal, a very definitive, that was bleeped out, but we know what they said underneath it. Yeah. Lacey's been acting very normal. This episode. And everybody decides, so the superfans are behind Jess is bonding with them. They all don't like Lacey, and they all want Sam to stay.
They all actually like Sam, which the big thing that Sam was kind of getting emotional about was I think these girls hate me and they're attacking me. And they're like, we love you. They loved her. They love Sam. They think there's something real there. They see how sensitive and sweet she is. Yeah. And so they all want to go upstairs and convince her to stay, which I thought was really cute.
Yeah. It's very cute and very heartfelt moment. It's a good episode.
Yeah.
We got a lot going on. It's got heart.
Jess also does this several times in the episode, going up and trying to convince Sam to stay, which first of all, just says a lot about Jess. Yeah. She's just a good friend, but also it kind of clued me into either A, Jess already knows she's going to win because there's that's not a competitive move, right? Or B, she doesn't give a shit if she wins.
Right.
It's one of those two
are
things.
The options.
Yeah. She's like, whatever.
Yeah.
I actually like this chick Sam better than Bret.
And yeah, exactly. I need her around to hang out with more than I need Bret around to hang out with.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And I get that.
Yeah, me too.
We've seen them try and have conversations. It just turns into kissing because what the fuck do you talk to Bret about?
We even talk about, yeah.
So we're at the tattoo parlor, Ashley.
Well, they also the superfans say that Brandi and Lacey are not the best for Bret, and they're going to be the bottom two.
And they're going to talk to them a little bit more.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then meanwhile, at the Legion of Doom.
Shout out to True Tattoo in LA.
Thank you, babe. I didn't remember the name of it.
I wrote it down because I remembered Ascension Tattoo.
Yeah, in Orlando.
Yeah.
They're there. Heather and Bret.
She is actually freaking going through
She's getting his neck tattoo. And the tattoo artist hears that this is her first tattoo. Bret is telling this gentleman she's going to get her first tattoo. It's going to be my name on the back of her neck. The tattoo artist bites a hole clean through his tongue. He is stone silent as he hears this news. There are crickets audibly chirping.
This is a bad idea.
It's just I've seen this. I know this behavior. I can't say that this is going to be my shining moment in my career.
And then Bret's kind of there's an aside with him talking about how he's so impressed that she's doing this. Yeah. And he's but she's going to have it for life. Then they take all these floating Bret heads in little circles. Somehow they edited them in around Heather getting the tattoo. And they're all saying, life, life,
for
life, life, for life.
It's like Sylvester getting knocked out by Tweety and then a bunch of Tweety birds running around.
Giggled.
It's that, but Bret faces. It's really fucking good.
It's good.
It probably cost them an extra $10,000 for that animation on the episode, but worth every penny, guys.
Bret also said that it felt erotic.
Of course. Once again, Bret boner alert.
Yeah.
Nothing won't get him hard. But I will say, I was really glad that he was there. He was present. He was holding her and comforting her during a pretty painful procedure.
He was being really sweet about it, but also kept bringing it back to how aroused he was.
Yeah. He has some of the best sex he's ever had after getting tattoo work done.
Which, I don't have any tattoos. God, I really want to get one. But anyway.
For the sex.
Yeah, exactly. No, but like I had never thought of that, but I can imagine that maybe after like getting something painful like that, there's like adrenaline or like
That's why I've joined this fight club, babe. Oh shoot. There were some rules. Anyway, forging ahead. So we're meanwhile at the Hall of Justice, the Superfans, they're asking Brandi and Lacey why one of them should stay and the other should go. And Brandi says it's because my heart's in it and Lacey's isn't. And I'm like, that's perfect.
Yeah.
You don't need to say another thing, I don't think.
I mean, and that's just kind of her personality. She says it really matter-of-factly.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of what turned them off in her interrogation. But it's like, that's just who she is. Yeah.
And Lacey is having to say, I really, really care about Bret. And it's giving Star Wars prequels. Like it's giving...
like bad acting.
Yeah, it's giving... what's that?
Hayden
Christensen and Natalie Portman going, I love you. I love you. And it's like, well, okay, we're having to do this because we're really not feeling the chemistry. And that's Lacey.
Someone is forcing us
I really,
to say
really
this.
care about Bret. Okay.
And then she starts like crying and stuff, like these crocodile tears.
And they give her sad piano music when she's faking these tears.
Wall up all the time. But because of the experiences I've had in my life, that to me is my survival. If I didn't have this tool, then I wouldn't have been able to survive some of the things I've been through.
She's trying to say that like what she's trying to tell the superfans is that she acts this way. She acts
puts up a wall
because it's a survival tool. It's how she survived over the years, and they're not buying it, to be honest.
They're
and then
not.
like there's an aside of Jess mocking Lacey's crying that I really need you to insert that.
I can do
sound
that
clip.
for you, boo.
Lacey's tears? I don't think so. This is my impression of Lacey trying to squeeze out tears for Bret's fans.
Because it really made me laugh.
I'll get that.
Do you remember she's
pulling
down
on her eyes. Yeah. It's really good. Just get her, Jess. Yeah, and so what ends up happening, I don't know if Lacey is faking tears and then she ends up going to her bed, and I don't know if she's really crying, but I hope she is. I hope she's in her bed. I hope she's crying. I hope she feels bad. And then after this, Heather comes back.
Yes.
And she shows the girls her tattoo.
And they freak out,
And
rightfully
Jess,
so.
I'm going to patch in, Jess. I know you want me to.
You did not.
You did not!
Oh my God.
Bret on the back. Did he tell you your name?
What kind of a dumb bitch gets a guy's name tattooed on her neck for her first tattoo, and she's not even technically dating him? This bitch has lost her mind.
It's incredible. Like her reaction says it best. It's really tough to do better than Jess here.
Yeah, I shouldn't have even tried.
No, I'm glad you know, it's good. It's just so spot on. No minced words.
Pulling on her eyes.
Very Amy Sedaris face.
She's pulling her
right
eyes
here.
down. It's just so funny. I wish we could like visually show you guys.
We probably can. I'll talk to Deborah.
Yeah.
But not Brenda.
Never.
Not Brenda.
She's gone.
Sex pest Brenda.
Did you just see that picture? They have like a poster size picture of Bret with his shirt off.
It has his shirt off?
Yeah, next to his bedroom door.
Is this the forbidden shirtless Bret that we've heard so much about?
Yes. He has like a cowboy hat on and like jeans.
This is
and
why the
he's
episode's going to
shirtless.
run long, because this is another thing I want to ask you. Fucking Heather got a tattoo that says Bret.
Yeah.
What do we think Bret's tattoos are of? What do we think Bret Michaels has tattoos of?
Oh my gosh, I never thought about that.
Number one, I'll start.
Okay.
Bald eagle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you think there's like an anchor involved?
Ooh, anchor is a good one.
Yeah.
I was going to say F-150.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I feel that.
Okay. You see where I'm going? You see a theme forming.
I do. I really do.
Yeah. Yeah.
hey guys, election day is coming up.
Get out there and vote.
You got a couple weeks.
Yeah. Or just vote early and don't worry about the fucking lines.
Vote by mail. If you are so permitted to do in your state, vote.
Yes.
That is it. Thank you. Bye.
Maybe Brett has a tattoo that says vote.
Get out the vote.
Yeah.
Rock the vote.
It says McCain, Palin, 08 or whatever. I think that was the right year.
I can see Russia from my backyard. Remember?
I remember. Superfans, they are now conferring with Bret. They've got all the passes laid out. The Superfans are like, hey, get rid of Lacey.
Yeah, there's basically like 3 obvious people that are on the chopping block, which is Sam, Brandi M, and Lacey. And so Sam, they're like, there's something there, Bret. Like, there's something there. They actually really like Sam.
They really did.
But they, like you said, Lacey's got to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to which Bret said, well, I'm going to need you guys to leave so I can think about this. Instead of going like, yeah, you're right. I brought you here to tell me
Now
this
that
information.
Everyone has told him that she has to go.
But
now that we kind of know how this production thing is working, I think production has orchestrated Jess to have her comeuppance, and they need Lacey there as the nemesis.
They need Lacey to be like finally pushed off a cliff and to like watch her fall in slow motion and scream.
O'Doyle rules.
O'Doyle rules. Exactly. We need an O'Doyle rules like fall from grace moment for Lacey, like that level of like, take that, idiot.
Yeah.
And unfortunately,
and maybe we'll get it.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're gonna be looking for that payoff here. Still, now, they're at elimination. It's long. Hey, Ash.
Yeah. What?
I'm just wondering. Do you like a Bret with a short skirt and a long jacket? It's Long Jacket. It's the segment of the episode where we review Bret Michaels' fashion decisions at elimination. Ooh. Ash, give it to me.
I gotta say, this week was not so bad.
Is this an actual look?
Dare I say he looks elegant?
Whoa.
Dare I say?
Damn. It's understated.
It is.
For a long jacket, it's like he's in mourning.
It's like a black blazer, not long, a normal fucking length. God damn it. Black blazer.
I know. The shirt is shiny.
The shirt's a little shiny. He has a button-up shirt and then a black do-rag bandana situation.
But no cowboy hat.
Yeah, no cowboy hat, thank God.
Yeah.
And some jeans.
Yeah. So, like, you letting us down like this, Bret?
Yeah.
Like, you do this to us?
Bit. I'm like, oh God, he actually looks decent.
Like, the whole thing we do here, Bret.
You're really ruining this segment.
Yeah. Do you not think about us? Like, that's what this show is built on, is you looking like a real dingus. And you really let us down.
So disappointing. Okay, so he gave Heather a pass, obviously.
He does.
She got his freaking name tattooed on her neck.
I think
that
she
better
earned
save her one more night.
Congratulations, you got a tattoo forever, and it bought you another night in the house.
Life.
Do you think Heather was an early adopter of contouring makeup?
Yeah.
Because I was just like noticing when I was rewatching with you, like I'm like, that is some really, really steep contouring, and I don't know that contouring was a concept.
It wasn't even like. And maybe it's just because she was in the
dancing
world.
Kingdom.
Yeah.
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 I was just thinking about
like
that.
stage makeup almost.
And we didn't have a lot to say about Bret's outfit. I want to be clear. I am not trying to class shame anybody here. Brandi wears that shirt a lot.
You think so?
Brandi wears that shirt a lot. And she is the only person, I think, that wears the same clothes throughout the day to elimination.
Huh.
I'm like, I feel I actually am kind of like, oh girl,
I didn't even notice that. That's funny.
I don't know what kind of hard times you come from, but it's clear that Heather has brought a fucking prom dress for every elimination. But Brandi,
I don't know if I call it a prom dress.
yeah, but Brandi's showing up and it's like her hair has still been burned, it's not like.
Well, she's kind of like a tomboy.
She is.
I mean, she talks about that. Like, that's probably why I relate with her a little bit.
Yeah, no, she's cool as hell.
Like, I even wrote down in this episode that her outfit was cute. Like, I forgot.
I think it was worn before.
She's worn this shirt before.
Yeah, and that she, again, that it's not just that it's worn during the day, it's that it's worn at elimination, and nobody else seems to follow that model, Yeah. Anyway, you get love, Brandi. I'm not trying to shit on you. I will say, I know that Brandi has at least $100,000 within the last 20 years. I won't tell you how I know that.
How do you know that?
Also, Sam's tattoos, after watching Uzumaki on HBO Max Adult Swim production, she's got a lot of spirals. They're freaking me out, Ashley.
Oh, she does, doesn't she?
She's got the curse of the spiral, Ashley. She's going to turn into a snail person.
It's going to suck us in.
It's going to suck us in. You aren't watching Uzumaki. It was a
trip.
What did you think, honestly?
I thought it was cool, but like a trip.
Yeah,
that's the best way to put it.
It was weird, and that's fine. I like that. I know. I'm talking over the eliminations. Did you want to?
Okay.
Did you want to catch us up?
No, I mean, Jess obviously got a pass.
Mm-hmm. Duh.
Brandi ended up getting a pass.
Yep.
Which that kind of surprised me.
Yeah.
I thought it would be down to Lacey and Brandi. But instead it's down to Lacey and Sam on the chopping block.
Even though the superfans were like, Sam's so fucking cool.
There's something there. Yeah.
Yeah. And so Bret calls down Lacey and apologizes for putting her through the ringer and ultimately keeps Lacey, drops Sam.
So, like, what the F?
After all the ups and downs, Sam being asked to stay on multiple occasions, she gets sent home. All that for this.
It felt really like a disservice to her because she tried to leave multiple times this episode. And then it's like, okay, never mind. We're just going to eliminate you.
Just kidding.
We're not going to let you leave voluntarily.
No. We need to, because what are we going to do at elimination? We need to have a long jacket. Yeah. So yeah, he after all that, she still has to go home.
She seems downright happy, though, by the way.
A little bit. And then she met Max on his fucking face.
They like passionately make out.
And she's stoked about it. And I'm like, I guess you could be stoked about it.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah, I guess she took it well. But we're still stuck with Lacey.
I know. It's so weird. Dude? Yeah, he freaking kept Lacey.
Now
he did a little mercy kill with Sam.
Yeah, she would not. Everybody knows she would not handle his lifestyle well.
No, yeah, she's too good for him.
Yeah, she
has actual human emotions.
She's
and
too
she
good
expresses them
for this world. She is too pure. She's too sincere.
I have to agree. I really like some Sam.
So you know what I'd like to know?
What?
I'd like to know that she's doing well. Ashley, can you help fill me in on how she's doing?
Yeah, I have a Where Are They Now?
Oh, thank God.
For Sam.
Oh, thank God. Thank God.
And there was actually kind of like a lot to unpack here.
Okay.
Okay, so her real name is Samantha Weisberg.
Oh.
What she does now, and I don't know how long she's been doing this. I should have tried to look at her LinkedIn, but oops. So she teaches and writes mythology. She is a creative writer.
You can write mythology still? I thought that was something you had to do 10,000 years ago.
No, she teaches writing and mythology.
Oh, okay. I thought she teaches, and writes mythology.
Maybe I said that weird.
You did say.
Oh, no.
I'm like, is her name Homer? Is her real name?
Is she writing? But maybe she is. Maybe you can make up your own myths. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how this works. I
don't either.
That's why we come to you.
No rules.
Just right.
That's right. So her writing focuses on mythology.
Thank you.
So
That's
she
clearer.
Does write mythology.
I guess so.
Yes. Okay. And witchcraft.
Oh, I love it.
Yes. She's
so the spirals were gonna pull us in, Ashley.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
And so at the time that I read this update online about her, she was writing a book with a focus on transcendentalism.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wonder if she like chills with David Lynch and Jerry
that would
Seinfeld.
be cool.
Yeah, I don't know.
That would be really cool. So her Instagram is at Sammy the Gorgon.
I love it. You get the witch, you get the myth, you get them both with the Gorgon.
I know. And so then on her Instagram profile, there's like these little moon emojis. And so she lives in Salem, Massachusetts.
No.
By the way. Yes, she does. Well, at least that's what her Instagram says. Yeah.
Commitment to the bit.
Commitment to the bit. And then there's another moon and it says, yes, comma, I was on Rock of Love, period. So then I went through some of her posts. She's adorable. She's still so cute. She does tarot card readings.
This puts me at such ease.
She was recently on a podcast called Coffee and Cauldrons.
Fun.
I know.
All right. Coffee and Cauldrons.
I might listen to this episode. It's called Mythology Misunderstandings. And there was like a clip and she really knows her shit about mythology. Like she was going into like this Greek myth.
I love Greek myths.
I know. Me too. She was also in a movie in 2017.
No.
And I don't think she had a huge part, but the movie was called Spreading Darkness and it starred Eric Roberts.
Oh, Julia Roberts.
Brother of Julia Roberts. Yeah.
Julia Roberts' brother and a star of Sober House.
Yeah.
He was on Sober House or Celebrity Rehab or Sober House. We'll find out when we go through these shows.
I watched whatever one he was on. And remember, he was addicted to marijuana.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I thought that was so weird.
Yeah, that was weird. I forgot about that.
And he like had the big vaporizer thing.
Which is, and honestly, it explains why he made such a miraculous turnaround from his addiction to marijuana.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not sitting here trying to tell people what they can't be addicted to.
Because some people that are sober, it's like not even marijuana.
Right. You don't even fuck with it. Yeah.
Exactly. So I get it. Yeah.
But interesting.
I know. Anyway, that's all I got. But I that might be the most interesting update we've done yet.
No, it's fantastic. And I feel so good knowing that she's in a better place.
Yeah, go look at her Insta because she's cute.
And knowing that she's in a better place, Ashley, I ask that you and the listener bow your heads and close your eyes.
Okay.
Ashley, fucking close your eyes. I'm so tired of asking twice. Okay. Dear Heavenly Father, we commit to this earth, our earth mother, Sam, our pagan princess, our something, our Greek, our mythological minotaur.
Okay.
It's something.
I just threw out a random one because I didn't know where you were going.
Did you say Sultan of SWAT?
Yes.
You're a Tolton of twat.
Oh, thank you.
We know that you were too pure for this earthly realm, and most certainly too pure for the Rock of Love realm. And we are so happy that you made a clean departure, very happy about the departure, and your energy has transferred into the better place, Salem, Massachusetts. Amen.
Amen.
Hey, way to go, Sam.
I know.
Well,
I'm so happy for her.
I am too. Got some house cleaning.
Yeah.
Like we do.
Oh, there was one other thing I wanted to mention.
Please do.
Is that okay? Are we like, is this episode so long?
Actually, we're doing great, babe.
Okay.
Yeah, we're still so good at this.
I texted this to you, but I didn't know if you read it. Bret Michaels showed up in the news this week. I went to my Apple News app.
Bret Michaels news alert.
Oh no, the story won't pull up on my phone. Okay, here it is. Okay, so this whole story is about how someone on his crew passed away. Mm-hmm. So it's actually like kind of sad and sweet. And I guess it was someone that's been on his, he's been on a tour. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh during this, but his tour is called Party Gras.
Oh boy.
Party with an I.
Yep. Yeah. I can see it.
And
honestly, not the worst thing he's ever come up with.
I know that's true. So his this quote in the article is what Bret Michaels wrote on Facebook. Tonight, our entire show is dedicated to the sudden loss of our good friend, Junior, Robert Allen Jones Jr., the husband of our production manager, CEO, and lifelong friend, Jana Perky Elias, and their incredible daughter, Kendall, our production assistant. So it sounds like two of this, the guy that died, Junior, his family members actually work for Bret.
For Bret.
Yeah.
Man.
I know.
So they're probably really close.
Yeah.
Well, our hearts go out to Junior and
I know.
Junior's family.
This was like 2 days ago. So that's really sad. And I hope Junior's family is doing okay.
Yeah, send some love out there, send some comfort out to the universe. We need it. There's a lot of crazy shit going on. It's election season, and it is the veil is thin. Ashley, next week
I know.
it's a Halloween episode.
Ooh.
You'll be listening to this episode during the Halloween week.
Spooky.
So get dressed up. Send us your favorite Bret Michaels costumes.
Oh my God, that would be awesome.
We'd love that.
If anyone has a Bret Michaels costume, or you could dress up as one of the girls.
If you dress your dog up like Bret Michaels, definitely send that.
That
You
would be cute.
will be our new profile picture. I promise you.
Oh my God, our dogs. One of them. So Bear needs to be Bret Michaels.
Okay.
And Chiquita needs to be
Tiffany.
100%.
Tiffany or Kimia. The really, really dumb one. The really, really like the one that wasn't hammered all the time, but that was just duh.
Was it Tamara?
No, not Tamara. She had a sucking name and we keep forgetting it.
Crap.
It was such a terrible, I think it was like Kimia or
no.
like Kimie. I can't remember. Hey, don't forget, speaking of social media, please give us a follow on social media. We are MOL Podcast on Instagram and Blue Sky. Mock of Love Podcast, all spelled out on TikTok. You can also find us on YouTube, #boobs. And we are not, if you don't know why that's funny, go listen to the last episode, first 5 minutes. We are not on X, because that place sucks ass and Elon Musk is a dipshit. Yeah. Feels so good to say on a streaming platform how much that guy fucking sucks. I'll say it all day. My next podcast is just going to be called Elon Musk is a dipshit, and you'll just hear me say it over and over because I feel so good. Bustin' makes me feel good.
How do you really feel?
Thanks for letting me go off, babe. Well, finally, from us here at Mock of Love, I'm Andy.
I'm Ashley.
Will you
Continue
to stay in this house and rock our world? Have a great week, everybody.
Adios.
And vote.
Please vote
For Kamala Harris.
Yep.
Not the other one.
Not that
Not
other
any
guy.
of the other ones. Vote for Kamala Harris. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Mock of Love is produced by Andy and Ashley. All views and comments do not necessarily reflect the views of Andy and Ashley, so ease up on us. If you enjoyed this romp through reality shows past, please follow, like, subscribe, and leave us a comment wherever you listen to podcasts.